They dealt with the spark again. I've come to a job here where the lady said the storage heater's not working. So I'm gonna go up there, see what I can do. And it might be a bit tricky because they only come on at night, don't they? 12 o'clock at night. And I don't know, sometimes you have two elements, ones that come on at night and ones that you can override and bring them on during the day. So I haven't seen what the storage heater is like. She said it's about 5 years old, so it shouldn't be. It's quite a modern one, hopefully. So I'll go and have a look and hopefully film it and let you see. Okay, it's a Dimplex. Okay, that's the switch. That's the switch for it there, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know, or whether it's connected to that one there.
All right, no, hold up. There's a cable coming out, going over here. Over to here. Okay, yeah, so it's that one. No, nothing. Don't. I thought it might be in the wall or something, but that must be the switch. So what happened? It just doesn't come on.
Yeah, it just doesn't come on. So it stopped working basically.
About how long?
So because it's summer, I think when you bothered a bit, so it was probably the winter time now. So.
Oh right, you're not sure how long ago it stopped working?
Well, it stopped working winter time. Yeah. No, not when we got it, babes.
Working, man.
So it comes on at 12 o'clock at night, doesn't it?
So, yeah, it's one of those ones that comes on at night. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one particularly stopped working for some time now. I think it was during the winter time. So the summer we didn't go and bother it.
Okay. Yeah. All right, well,
so I'll leave it to it anyway.
Yeah, let me get have a look at it, yeah, okay. Right, I'm going to check the spur first, see if there's any bad connections there and see what happens. Well, I took it off and that's what I found. It's connected there, nothing's connected into it. There are the cables there in there. I don't know what's happened there. So, did someone disconnect this?
No, not as far as I know.
As far as you know, nobody's done anything here. Well,
But I don't know why.
no, what I'm saying is,
No one's
someone must have disconnected it, but it could never have worked. If this is the connection.
But it did work for a while.
Oh, is this? I got to make sure that this is the cable for it's running along there, going underneath, because that hasn't been connected. As you can see, there's a lot of damp in there. I just have to. This is confusing. That's definitely the cable. There it is, going into the unit there. Runs along there to here, but it was not connected. So they're saying it worked for a while, but someone must have disconnected it if that's the case. Because it's I don't know. I'll have to look into this further. I have a spur here that I'm going to look into, but you know, you've got the wires coming out, the cable coming out of there. I shouldn't expect this cable coming out of there into it, but you never know. As you can see, the screws are rusty, so that's not a good sign for a start. As I thought, there's no flex connected in here, so this spur is nothing to do with it, so mystery. Hello, look. This wasn't connected.
It wasn't connected.
No.
Okay, so they've been disconnected.
Yeah, because the thing is, your husband said it worked, but it couldn't have worked because that's not.
It had worked at a time because I had got someone to check it out, so it was working at one time.
But did they do it? Did they disconnect
They
it
must
here?
have disconnected.
When was it working, babe?
Huh?
When was it working?
It used to work, babe.
Yeah, I know
it
it used to work. How long ago was it?
It's probably in the winter, so December time or something like that. It stopped working. We haven't bothered to do it because it's been summer. So it's been disconnected, yeah?
Yeah, here it
Okay.
is.
And that's all it is, the problem.
That's the problem. It's disconnected, so it won't work. But the thing is,
I think it's another issue though.
the thing is, right? Well,
What's the only issue? Just connect it and see if it works.
well, the thing about it is, where's the fuse board?
The fuse board's there.
Let's
I
have
don't
it.
think that's the only issue, disconnection. It could be when the last person looked at it, which was the Dimplex people, that they must have disconnected and not connected.
Where? All right, up here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it there. Well, the thing is, you can't just turn it back on. If they've disconnected it, it must be they've disconnected for a reason.
Yeah,
So-
but there's only people who put it back on when they've done it. So
Yeah.
let's just try and get it working. That's the main
Yeah,
thing.
no, what I'm saying is, if they came and decided to disconnect it and leave it
They
disconnected,
didn't decide to disconnect. They just didn't put it back because they couldn't fix it. They just left it because that wasn't their issue. They don't really.
so what they're saying about when they inspected the heater,
They didn't. Yeah, so the heater is their concern. But
So-
at the same time, we just did that. But they said no, they can't do it because that's not what their responsibility. It's just the heater.
so what did they say about, they say the heater is fine?
Yeah, they said the heater is fine.
Oh, okay, well, what I'll have to do, I'll have to get up there and do a check on that circuit
Yeah,
to see whether if there's a fault on it.
yeah. So the heater itself is fine from what they said because that's their responsibility.
Okay,
And they
okay.
checked that out and they probably didn't connect it back when they should have done.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll do that.
Okay, thanks.
So set up there. I'll take that cover off and look at the circuit. Get this cover on, but they've stuck it with all that cable's stuck to the cover. So I'm gonna have to, that's the trouble, I don't know. Oh my days. To seal the hole at the top with that, that's why it was stuck to the cover. So there you go. It's one of these circuits, one of these two circuits here. So I did a continuity check and it's come out to 0.16, so that's good. I'll check installation resistance now and see how it goes. I also checked the continuity of the neutral as well, just in case it could be a broken neutral, but it seemed to be fine. So now I'll do installation resistance and see what I get. Installations resistance, phase to neutral 999, phase to earth 999, neutral to earth 999, so that's fine. So what I've done, I've checked the cable, it's fine. Installation resistance, continuity, everything's beautiful. So what I've done now, this is the storage heater side. There's your main switch, ordinary side, storage heater side, 2 storage heaters. That's my one. I've disconnected over there and brought it over to the ordinary side now. So I've brought power into that cable and I've just checked, I'm getting 240 volts. So the cable's fine. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to connect the heater temporarily and see if it comes on. I've got a feeling the elements have gone, but who knows. That spur could be faulty. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on a new spur just to see if it works. So I've got it connected there on a temporary and it's come on. I can smell the burning, like the elements are warming up. So I'm going to take it off, reconnect it and put it back onto the storage heater side, and hopefully 12 o'clock tonight it should come on. If it doesn't, then there's probably something wrong with the heater. Or something wrong here, but this one comes on, so I don't think there's anything wrong. This one comes on, so I don't think there's anything wrong here. So all I can do is connect it and see what happens tonight. So there it is, all connected back. That's connected into there. That one there. Okay, and that's connected back. That's connected back. Yeah. See this box here, it's sticking out the wall, yeah? So I noticed it from when I came in so if I connect it into the spur and screw it back, that's going to be pressing against the metal, and that's not good because the cable will be pressing right against the metal. So I need to chop away a little of the wall, knock out and push it in from under there. That way it's better, yeah? Okay, because when I came in, I noticed that the spur was like that, but it was like sticking. The bottom was sticking off at an angle. Yeah. Because obviously the cable is hitting against here, it's not going back properly. Okay. There it is. I brought it in under there. Put my grommet in, so it's all connected fine now. Pushing back, it won't be pressing against the metalwork. It's just in nicely. It's all connected, all done. Fuse board all back on. So hopefully tonight it should come on. I'm gonna have to put a clip here just to hold it, just in case something hooks on it and pulls it out. Much better. Should hold in now. Job done. Oh, well, that was another job. Just as I finished, I packed up. I was just getting ready to go. They asked me to look at their shower because it wasn't working. And what had happened was they whoever put it in, they put a switch above the doorway, the bathroom door. But it was a 47mm deep box, and they'd used 10mm twin and earth. And that's really stiff. And what's happened, when I took it off, the neutral just came out because they obviously didn't connect it properly, because it's really hard to connect 10mm cable in one of those boxes. You know, 2 10mm, it's bloody hard. So he didn't do it properly. And also that gel that stuck the trunk, the cable to the fuse board cover, he'd used it there as well to block up some hole. So it was stuck to the box, the box for the switch. So in the end, what I had to do is take up, because I couldn't connect it in situ, I had to take off the switch, take off the box, pull up a bit of slack, and pull up some, the one going to the shower was coming up, and the feed was coming down because it ran round in trunking. So I had to pull up a bit of slack, then put the box back, then connect it, make sure it was really tight, and then sort of push the cable back down and that one back up. It was a right task, but I'd done it in the end. I couldn't really film it because it was very awkward to be doing it and filming it at the same time. So yeah, it's all done. But that 10mm for sure. And to be honest, the run wasn't that long. I don't think he even needed 10mm. And the funny thing is, he had the person who done it, I'm saying the person who done it, they came from the original fuse board to a separate fuse board with an RCD in it. And for the shower, he had a 50 amp MCB. It's much too much. Should be most 45 amp for 10mm. And the run wasn't that long, because in the fuse board it was covered by a 32 amp MCB, RCBO, yeah, 32 amp RCBO, and then it went into the separate board, and the 50 amp fuse was feeding the shower. So it doesn't make sense, but that wasn't what I was there to do. All they asked me at the last minute was to fix it, and that was it, a loose connection. So I done it, left it working. It's all good. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you pick up something from it. Okay, nice one. See you again.